Hey there, everyone. It's Denise Salcedo, and I'm here at StarCast, and I'm hanging out with...
Are we looking at the camera?
We're looking right here.
Damn, you look good in that picture right there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'm here with Big Poppa Pump.
Actually, I like you better with that tape you just showed me.
All right, so I officially showed Scott Steiner here my impression of the math promo for Halloween. It was really cool to get to dress up like as you. I don't have the muscles, but it was fun.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, at least you tried.
Yeah, definitely tried.
I didn't watch it all. Did you get all the numbers right?
No, it was very hard. I was like 66 and 2/3 and you know, speaking of that math promo, Scott, man, everybody, anytime it calls for, fans are always bringing it up. They're always talking about, you know, the legacy of it, how cool and how funny it was.
Right.
Are you surprised, or what's like your reaction when everybody brings it up to you?
Yeah, I'm surprised that it lasts this long. You know, people love it. Because that was just a long list of interviews that I did. I was just trying to be different, you know, and I was actually trying to entertain myself, you know. So, and when I got done, one take, and, you know, people liked it then, and they still do now to this day, you know. Especially you when you like watching you copy it.
Yeah, I definitely tried for sure. And when you were cutting that promo, man, like, were you even like thinking like, man, this is what I'm saying, or you were just like rolling with it, like whatever came out?
No, I was just doing it, you know. I mean, you can see the reaction by Petey Williams. You know, he was a little thrown off by it, but no, it came out good.
It definitely was. So let me ask you, do you think you even still, like, do you still remember it, or do you just remember like pieces of it?
No, I just remember pieces of it. I mean, like I said, I did it one time, and that was the only time I did it. So, yeah. But I mean, I've done it over and over for some people, you know, like on Cameo and stuff. But yeah, but nothing really, you know, doing the same thing. Always got to come up with something different.
Of course, man, of course. Now, Scott, you have had, man, a really interesting career. You've done so much, man. You got the NWO shirt, obviously, yeah. WCW, WWE, you name it, you've been there. Talk to me about, you know, just kind of like looking back at your career, and when you're out here at these events and when you think back to your legacy and everything that you accomplished, what are the things that you're most proud of?
I guess anytime you win a belt, world title, world tag team titles, you know, stick out. And, you know, then, of course, all the times we're riding, you know, there's towns, like, you know, riding with Macho Man, you know, Sting and Lex, you know, you always remember those times, you know. So even though it was hard, you know, wrestling all those, you know, we were wrestling like 340 days a year, you know. So it was tough, but it seems like you remember the tough times more than you do the easy times, you know.
Yeah, because those are part of the journey, right?
Yeah, you got to enjoy the process, you know. So, and I do, so.
When you think about those road stories that you were kind of just sharing right now, what is the thing, like, what's the most memorable road story? Like, what's the thing where you're like, man, I can't believe this happened, or anything like that?
Well, Paul Heyman has come out and said when we had the Road Wars with the small ones, which is one of the things, and there's some things I can't repeat, you know, they're amazing, but just we always try to have fun and amuse ourselves, you know, because when you're on the road that long for that many days, I mean, you got to entertain yourself. So yeah, we definitely entertained ourselves.
What about just like, what would you say is the craziest thing that you ever did, like in the business, whether it was like storyline or just like something where you're like, I'm going to do this to pop myself and I'm just going to run with it?
I guess, you know, going one way, the wrong way up a road during those road wars with the small ones, you think about it, it's pretty dangerous, you know, going on their side of the road, but it was just something we did, man. Yeah. You know, we definitely had a few screws loose. Yeah. Back then. I'm normal now.
So when you think, by the way, because when you think back to like the old WCW days and just like everything that they did, like all the storylines, all of the moments, just everything, when you look back at the impact of WCW and what it meant to pro wrestling and the pro wrestling business, how would you summarize that?
Especially more towards when it was the end, I would have to say the best time in wrestling was when the NWO, when I was part of that, and when Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan started that, and then when I was eventually joined him, that truly was the best time. You know, going to Georgia Dome, St. Louis Dome, just the amount of people that were watching, especially the Monday Night Wars. So which is amazing, still amazing to me.
Yeah.
Just the numbers we did.
And do you still because I know obviously at these events you guys see each other all the time, and you guys you're seeing a lot of people that you worked with or new people and all of that. Do you still make sure how do you make sure to keep up with everybody, your friends, people from the past, all of that?
I mean, most of my good friends I still talk to, but then again, the guys I can't talk to all the time I see here, so it's always good to catch up,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it definitely was a special time.
Yeah.
So, and I enjoyed it.
And last question, when you think back to your career, is there anything that you have, a piece of memorabilia or something at home that's your favorite thing that you always keep near and dear to you?
No, not really. At home I was a husband, a father, so I didn't really bring that stuff home.
Yeah,
It's totally separate. So I really don't have anything that's sticks out. Don't have a trophy case. My boys are my trophy.
That's awesome, man. That's incredible. Well, Scott, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. I know you got a busy day, but I seriously appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. Everybody, big Poppa Pump, Scott Steiner.